Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. This week's video is sort of a part 2 from my last video, which was the Kmart haul, so I'll link that above. But this week is kind of going to be the aftermath of a haul and a little bit of a get stuff done with me kind of vlog. So if you watched my last video, you know I just did a massive Kmart haul. This is the actual aftermath of that. This room is quite the mess, and you can see out there all the boxes that everything came in and my dishes, which we can ignore those. So yeah, now we're going to put all this crap away. But first, before we do all of that, I'm going to take you back in time to when this Get It All Done vlog started, because it became a do what I can when I can this month kind of vlog, if you get what I mean. Time just kind of slipped away. The vlog kind of got put on the back burner while I was doing other videos and working, and things got crazy. So if that's you right now, you're not alone. But let's go back in time and start this vlog. So first things first we're going to do today is just do some gardening. I really need to weed some of the garden. I have a lot of thistles that come through, so it needs constantly weeding. And I did finish buying up all the plants that I need to hopefully finish my back garden. So let's get straight into that.
Darling, oh darling, stay a while and figure me out. I promise you won't regret it. No, you won't regret it. I got ways, I got lies, but I ain't trying to use them just to get where you go. Ooh, baby, more than a night, it could be amazing if on a daily basis we had a loving in a way that's better than okay. Yeah, just wait, you'll see. Each season bringing another reason we ain't leaving, just you and me. If you stay, darling, oh darling, stay a while and figure me out. I promise you won't regret it. No, you won't regret it. All me, all for you.
It's more than a night to me.
All me, all for you.
This feel right out on the right to me.
All me,
Come on, baby, it's more than a night to me.
all me, all for you.
This feel right out on the right to me.
All me, darling, darling, to me, to me, I do, darling, darling, to me, to me, I do, darling, to me, to me, I do, darling, darling, all me.
Okay, it's starting to rain, so hopefully the battery lasts, but I'm just going to keep you under the cover, and yeah, I've spaced him out, and now it's just time to plant.
Loving in a way that's better than okay. Yeah, just wait, you'll see. Each season bringing another reason we ain't leaving, just you and me. If you stay, darling, oh darling, stay a while and figure me out. I promise you won't regret it. No, you won't regret it. All me, all for you.
It's more than a night to me.
All me, all for you.
This feel right out on the right to me.
All me,
Come on, baby, it's more than a night to me.
all me, all for you.
This feel right out on the right to me.
All me, darling, darling, to me, I do, darling, darling, to me, I do, darling, to me, I do.
Today I want to do a quick little video just sort of remaking my little coffee tea area over in my pantry. So if you can see over there, I just bought myself a new coffee machine. So I want to firstly figure out how to use it, but also make a little space for it to fit. So yeah, thought I'd show you guys the process that I go through, and let's get started. So this is what I'm starting with. I've got instant coffee in there, raw sugar, tea bags, coffee thing that's empty, and I have this coffee that I'm going to use for the machine, and my kettle. So nothing really here. Alright, so now that the space is cleared off, I'm going to bring the machine in and the base of the kettle, because I do want to keep the kettle in here. But I also use like my toaster and everything in here as well, so I don't take it out into the actual kitchen. So I want to make sure that I keep enough space as well to actually use this part of the bench, because there isn't really anything, once you've got the sink here, there's not really much bench space the other side. So let's just bring everything in and I'll see where it all fits.
Driving with you through the canyon, girl, and taking my mind to another world, and everything feels right with you. Taking the long way to get you there, a destination to anywhere, and everything feels right with you.
I think I might leave it like this. So let's fill up the coffee.
It could take us all day, 'cause it's right with you, feeling all so new. Get us on the highway, heading one way, no break. Didn't know that I could feel this way. They use a blank canvas, you pick the backdrop. We can drive to the top until our ears pop, seeing views that I never knew. When I'm with you, it's true. Driving with you through the canyon, girl, and taking my mind to another world, and everything feels right with you. Taking the long way to get you there, a destination to anywhere, and everything feels right with you. Feeling right with you, feeling right with you. I think we do it again, 'cause a couple days straight I don't want it to end. Hit the blacktop, we can talk shop, doesn't even really matter where we end up, because of you. I think you changed my ways, but it's right on time. Turn the corner, pull on over, I'm stop. Driving with you through the canyon, girl, and taking my mind to another world, and everything feels right with you. Taking the long way to get you there, a destination to anywhere, and everything feels right with you.
Let's try a taste test. So I just doctored my drink again, in case you're interested, maybe not, but definitely with all of the milk. So I think I'll stick to the latte amount of milk. Definitely tastes a lot better. But it's super easy, which is fantastic. And I think the only issue is my just practicing and getting a recipe that I like. All right, so we're back. Present day, this is the boxes that all of the stuff that I bought from Kmart online came in. I feel like some of it's quite excessive. It did not need to be this many boxes. However, we need to pack all these down, and then I need to start putting all of this away. And I'm going to put all the bedding stuff just in the rooms that I want to do up, because they're going to be videos of their own. just put the clothes away because I still have to film the clothing portion of, wow, words. I still have to film the try-on portion of the clothing for the whole video and basically put all of this away. So I'm going to do the boxes and then put these in their rooms, and then we'll sort it out as we go.
I gotta take a sip. Gotta be good. Everything's just a better.
Cause everywhere we go, I'll follow you in tow.
I'm going to try out my new slippers because I am that person that would just walk in the garage with my socks on and wonder why my socks are all stained and gross. I'm going to keep one of those boxes, one of the large square boxes, just so that I can use it as like a paint canvas for more frames, because even though I'm sure you can see the frames behind me, and that's another project that I'll have to do, which will end up being a separate video, I think, in itself. However, I'm going to use it to paint on because while I have a ton of frames there, I think I want to buy more. We'll see. It will also depend on that video and what I finish using on that wall. But again, it's all on the to-do list, which probably won't happen in this video, let's be honest. Ooh, yeah. I bought a 7 to 8 and I do have kind of like a size 7 or 8 foot. So they're snug, but in a good way. I'm going to take all this cardboard out, and then if I can fit, I'll take the rest of my recycling out as well, and then that's one less job on my to-do list.
You always take us to the action. And everything you do, you know I'm down to prove, no question. Cause everywhere we go, I'll follow you in tow. You always take us to the action. And everything you do, you know I'm down to prove,
This is going to be my painting one.
no question. With you through the canyon, girl, and taking my mind to another world, and everything feels right with you. Taking the long way to get you there, a destination to anywhere, and everything feels right with you. Coming with you through the canyon, girl, and taking my mind to another world.
All right, just on to everything else now.
Taking the long way to get you there, a destination to anywhere.
These slippers keep wanting to slip off my feet, so they need to be stretched out, I think. So I'm just going to take them off in the meantime so I don't fall on my face. But, ta-da, needs a vacuum, but again, it's on the list. All right, for now, these baskets are just going in here until I reorganize. But as you can see, sorry, that's my finger. Some of the blankets just don't quite fit in properly, and these aren't very structured, so we'll have a rejig, but otherwise it's pretty good. But that's a mess. All right, so this, we're just going to divide up. These are the spare rooms. So this is the blue room, the grey room goes in here, and the pink. So let's just put these where they're supposed to go, and we'll deal with that another day. All right, so I've opened up the brush and I've got a little command hook. So I'm going to hook this baby up on the side of my cupboard. Hang on, let me get myself situated. All right, so this is under the sink. As you can see, the sink. And I think I'm gonna stick this here. I'm gonna stick it. That was my stomach, if you could hear that. And we're gonna stick it up quite high to the shelf. Normally you're supposed to like hold it for a while and leave it to sort of cure to stick on, but it's just a brush. And then you can hang it up and it's sort of out of the way. Right, so at the start of this vlog, you saw me put this in and try it out. I've had it for a while now, and I think if you're someone who just prefers a simple coffee, you can get the coffee you like in already pre-ground or have a grinder. This is definitely a good machine. It's very basic, it doesn't do too much exciting, but it definitely does the job and I would recommend. I've used it quite a lot. I basically bought it for iced coffee. That's mostly what I've used it for. But it is great and I would recommend. It's definitely a cheaper option. It doesn't have too many bells and whistles, but the frother works very well. This is very quick and quiet, so if you've got kids or people you don't want to disturb in the morning, it's not very loud. And yeah, it's a very easy setup. It's basically over ice or hot, and then with the milk it's either cold or hot. So it's super easily to use. So I recommend if you are interested, it's worth the money. Also, along the same vein, if you are interested in checking out how my plants are going, well, half of them are going great. The other half died. They died. A horrible, painful death. No, I planted them when it was quite hot, and I think they just did not get enough water. I didn't have my hose installed then, so I was trying to water with a watering can, and they are exposed to sunlight all day. As soon as the sun gets up high enough to reach there, it's there until it sets. So the other side with the shade is doing pretty good. We'll have a look, but the side with the sun did not last very well. So I'm hoping they're still alive and maybe they just need watering, but I don't think so. So this side, can you see? Maybe it'll focus. Not doing too bad. Obviously, it gets a lot more water. As you can see, I'm outside in my white socks. I should have put those slippers on, which is why I bought them. But anyway, there's a bit of moss, so it gets quite damp, so it stays relatively good here. But as you can see, they're even still struggling. But hopefully they survive. The other side, ignoring the weeds, yeah, you can't even see them because they're basically dead. But we'll go have a look. Oh, they've got some leaves coming back. Okay, maybe they're not completely dead. That's exciting. Okay. Well, this one, maybe this end's not looking great. Or this end one's looking terrible. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is all the bathroom stuff. I might set it up in this video. Here, hopefully you'll be able to see. It's going to be quite echoey, so I apologise. So I've dumped everything else in the bedrooms and I'll deal with that because I'm going to do separate videos for those. So this is all the bathroom stuff. We're going to get organised and put away and then have a play around with some of the display stuff. And then at the end, I need to do the try-on haul portion of the Kmart haul video, so that's sitting there waiting for me and I'll do that at the end. And then I think we'll wrap up this video as well because I have a feeling it's going to be long. It's very drawn out and hopefully it's still entertaining, but let's get on to these things. But this is the before view, sort of how it looks all the time. My toothbrush needs a clean, so I'm sorry if that triggers anybody. But this I kind of wanted to mount on the wall with those clear shelves, but I have a feeling they'll be too big for this space, but we'll find out. And then if I can fit the hamper in here, we'll hide it in there because what people see when they're looking in is none of their business. Eventually I will get film for this window so I don't have to close it every time I want to have a shower. And then yeah, let's see how it goes. So let's start with the hamper. Let's see if the hamper fits. We'll start there. Can I measure is the question. Oh, it's like it was made to go there. So that is good. Or do I want it the other side? because that's more accessible to me. And it's in far enough. I think, yes, we're going to keep it on this side because obviously this is where I dump my clothes, just in this corner anyway. So that's good. We're going to keep that there. Now I've just got to put all this stuff away. All right, guys, it's probably going to be terrible lighting and angle, so I apologize, but I just discovered with the hamper that the lid can open long ways, or you can click it in and it can open from the side as well. So obviously I'm going to have it open so it's at the back, but you have the option, which is great. So it's going to stay there. Easy peasy. The next thing, I'm going to check the shelf actually. So I bought 2 of these shelves and I want to see, I can still sort of stick them to the vanity itself, I suppose, but I wanted to stick them up and out of the way. So we'll see how much of it is just box. Right, that's what you stick them with. Yeah, they're definitely going to be too big. Damn. Is that too ridiculous? I feel like yes. I don't want to stick it to the mirror, though I could. No. I kind of wanted it stuck like here. Ugh. I don't know. It's just going to stay there for now. But this I think can definitely be used next to the bed. So these won't go to waste. They'll just be used elsewhere. All right, so those shelves were a no-go. They didn't fit there, but they fit perfectly next to the bed. So it may feature in the bedroom refresh. But for now, they're just going to be put aside. I did pull out also the clear containers that I had from my Sunday reset video, which will also, I can have linked. And I grabbed them just in case I want storage for the hot tools. So let's open up the mat actually. I want to see how big this mat is for starters. Oh, it's quite large. Alright, that's not too bad. It's very thin, but it's very compact also. Perfect for the mini size. Wow, they've taped these up really well. Just creating more mess for me to clean up after, but anyways. These are cute. All right, there's literally just an on-off button, but they're quite tiny and compact. Yeah. They're gonna fit perfectly on these though. Don't open your boxes like this, people. You'll chop a finger off. All right. How cute is that? They've all got that 360 swivel. It's literally just an on-off button. That is perfect sizing. Okay. So I have the square ones, which I think, yeah, kind of fits. I have the long one, which I think is going to fit perfectly. Do I want one for each? No. Okay, this long one fits perfectly. I'm just going to keep it in that. We'll keep the mat with it as well. Yeah. I only have the PowerPoint on the far side, so I'm going to keep it in the cupboards over here, which has literally nothing else in it. So that is fine there. Next thing I have is the squeegee. I want to see if this will work. These are just, they've called them stainless steel hooks, but they're sort of like shower curtain hooks. These are good to put in your cupboard as well if you want to hang things like bags, hats, that sort of stuff. So I only really needed 2 out of the 7-pack. So the others might be used to hang things up in the closets. I might put some in the closets in the spare room so that if guests come over, they can hang some things like that up in there as well. I gotta apologize because you're on the world's worst angle, but I kind of don't want to have to fiddle around. I've literally just hooked the hook on to the squeegee, and I don't know if still wet from when I was in the shower this morning. So my idea was just to sort of hook it up and over. I think it looks okay. Doesn't look too messy. I don't think it'll fit around the actual spout. Can you even see that? It's a bit too awkward there, so oh, I think that's fine. We're gonna leave that one there. It looks okay. It's the shower anyway. It's basically to clean it. If I come up with a better solution, I mean, I was just leaving the other one on the ground, but it was staying wet and it was getting a bit crusty. So I'm going to clean the other one that was in here and then put it in the other bathroom. But the idea is to sort of have it air dry up there. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm back. I had some lunch and we're going to play around with what's going on in here. So my idea was this vase, which I should have cleaned, will go in the middle where this stuff is. So I'm going to move all this off first. So this here, imagine it'll have something to sort of break up the 2 sides, and then these will get used up eventually, but I don't know how to store this because you're supposed to just lay it out to dry, but it's kind of gross in a way to look at. So, oh, this has got a crack in it. Oh no, it doesn't. Maybe it's just built that way. Okay, so the wood bowl, I'm not sure if I want to put it, it's too big. I either want to make all of this one big thing, but I don't think it's going to be the right sort of size, or just have something like this subtle to the side. But then I didn't buy matching for the other side, and I don't know if that's going to be a problem for my brain later down the track, which I'm going to go for yes, it will be. Alright, so either that without this, because I don't like both. It doesn't fit. Oh. No, I hate that. So I'm thinking this, Vase in the middle, both sides. This on the side here, I haven't cleaned my mirror either, so we're ignoring that also. All the stuff on there. So I'm definitely going to have my deodorant and perfume, soap and moisturiser, but they don't have, or the soap can maybe just stay here. It doesn't have to be on display there. And the moisturiser doesn't have to live out if I want that justice. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. So, soap, moisturiser just on the bench, and then this display, which will eventually have a few more perfumes on it. I don't know if I want to display all of these at this stage because it's just going to be a mess. Maybe I'll lie them down. Ew. Alright, maybe I put the ones that I want to use. I don't know how I would display things if I had this out, but I feel like it's too... Everything's just sort of not what I want. I don't know. No, I'm definitely not loving that.
I can't wait to see you today. I just love it when you call me Kay. It don't matter what we're doing. Nowhere I'd rather be so tired.
Alright, so complete change of plans. This won't be here. This will be out of here. Alright, this is what I've got so far. Obviously, I still need to get something for the vase. I've got my soap and my moisturiser up on the bench, so it's there and usable, and I'm using the tray just to keep it together, just because I think it looks a lot neater too. Like, does it make a big difference? No. Do you need this? Absolutely not. But that is just sort of how I like things to look visually. Eventually I will get a clear shelf like the ones that I bought, but just in a smaller size, because I will put this up eventually. I'm still debating whether I'll put it just on the side of the vanity, and then that way I can still stick it down low, and then it's out of the way but still accessible. But I'm undecided because I also want one for the bedroom, but I want a smaller one as well. So maybe if I just get two smaller ones, I can have it sort of here, so it's still accessible and visible, but then I don't know. We will come back to that. I will update you if I change anything in the meantime. And then I've just got the things that were up here in my container for everyday use, including the things that I just took off there. So what's left of these few things, and then I can just pull this out, do what I need to do, and put it back, which is what I normally do. As for the silicone things, because I sit them on the top to dry and then use them every day, well, every work day, I don't know what to do with those. I suppose I could just leave them on the sink to dry, but at this stage they're staying there until I figure out what I want to do. So work in progress, but stuff got done, and then once I recoup from my little shopping spree at Kmart, we can start looking at some stuff to go forward. But for now, this is what I've done and what I think I will keep it as. So I'm going to sign off here. Thanks so much for sticking along with me in this get it all done type video. It did take a long time, so yeah, it was sort of filmed over a month, let alone the couple of days that I'd planned. But anyway, we got here and things still got done, just not in a very timely manner. So thanks so much for coming along on this week's video. I will hopefully see you in the next video, and make sure you comment, subscribe, like, all the things, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.
I'm just races by. You're my high. There is no